Divine powers are always working for us because we're doing right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Trenius Henderson. You have tuned in to the correct video. All right. I'm about to tell you how to attract. Yeah, I know this topic is, oh man, it's so soft. It's so sentimental. It's so sensitive. All right. I was even debating on whether making a video about this or not. Okay. This is not about me. This is about you. But trust and believe, I know how to attract a soulmate. I have many of them. I have many soulmates. All right. And I'm going to tell you how I learned how to attract a soulmate. Okay. And the only reason why I got many soulmates is because I'll tell you towards the end of this video. Stay tuned through this whole video. I'm Trenius Henderson. Let's get down into it. Somebody please turn on the AC because Tren is about to get hot right now. Let's get down into it. Listen, for those of you out there who want a husband, you want a wife, you want to attract love, you want to attract a soulmate, this is exactly how you do it. Listen, disclaimer. Once upon a time, Tren didn't know how to do this. I was horrible at it. I was always attracting people into my life that didn't belong in my life. Have you ever did that before? Have you ever attracted somebody who you just thought you liked for the moment, and then all of a sudden it's like they started like turn sour, like they started to go west, and you was going east? It's like, yo, I thought that I thought we were supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like I thought you was gonna pay for the meal, and I was gonna pay for the next meal. You know what I mean? You ever been in a relationship like that? Listen, I done been there. I done that. I learned exactly how to attract soulmate into my life. This is what you got to do to attract somebody who just like you. A soulmate is somebody who is similar to you. Y'all have the same interests. I don't know about what they be saying about opposites attract. You know how people be using that mythology like opposites attract. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know. No, it's not about who you know. It's actually what you know, like the information that you have, like that you're getting in this video right now from somebody who's actually been through what you are actually trying to pursue. You understand? So what I had to do in order to attract a soulmate into my life was, first and foremost, what you got to do is you got to become aware of the fact that you are attracting the wrong things, the wrong people to you. Okay. You got to become aware of that. Like, you got to be able to say to yourself, all right, I'm not attracting the right people into my life. All right. Are you big enough to say that? If you are, give this video a thumbs up, because I did too. Okay. So once you become aware of that, what you got to do is you got to do this thing they call self-love. Self-love. That means you got to love yourself for a while. Okay. Most of the time, the reason why you probably have been attracting people into your life that's not for you, that don't have your best interests at heart, is because you don't have enough self-love. Okay. And this takes a little bit of humility also. All right. So you haven't been loving yourself the way that you should love yourself. Because remember, in reality, everything that you attract into your life is just simply a reflection of who you truly are. You know that, right? So think about all those girls or guys that you have been attracting into in your life in the past. All right. The reason why they wasn't no good and they wasn't up to your par was because you have not the amount of self-love that you're supposed to have in your life at that moment. Okay. So you attracted somebody who was on probably a little bit lower level than you, maybe the same level as you, and you didn't like it. Okay. In all actuality, I'm sorry. That's why I said, to attract a soulmate, it takes humility and it takes you being humble. Okay, but I'm sorry, but you didn't love yourself enough. You didn't love yourself enough. Okay, this is why it's very important that if you do want to attract a soulmate into your life, you got to be ready for it. The only way you can get ready for this special, magnificent person is if you love yourself. And see, the world has been designed to teach you that self-love is conceitedness or is cockiness, or you can't do that. You're doing too much. You need to tone it down a little bit. Girl, you too beautiful. It's not right. Okay. The whole world teaches you that if loving yourself is the worst thing ever. But if you want to attract your soulmate, that's what you got to do. All right. So I got into a position in my life to where I had just got out of my marriage, and, you know, and that didn't work out for me and whatnot. And so the first thing that I did was practice self-love. So I stayed by myself for like a whole year. I didn't talk to nobody. Like, I was literally by myself, like in the room, reading books, self-development, just learning myself, teaching myself, like watching my emotions, meditating on what I wanted for myself in the future, meditating on the reasons why I lost this girl, and I tried to make myself right. And that's what you got to do in order to attract the soulmate. So you got to go through this construction phase, okay, this reconstruction phase in your life. If you have been attracting people into your life that don't belong in your life, you got to reconstruct. You got to retransform your whole thinking about attraction. Okay. So I don't know. It took me like a year and a half to be able to attract the soulmate. Okay. But it might take some of y'all a couple months to be able to do this reconstruction phase. But I know most people who get out of relationships, they don't do this phase very well. And they continue to constantly attract the same different men all the time. The same man, same different man. He the same. He did it. He let me go. He let me go. He let me go. He wasn't no good. Because you don't have no time to reconstruct yourself. So many people are so fast to jump into another relationship, they don't even give themselves time to heal. Whether you want to believe it or not, you are hurt when you get out of a relationship. Men, you too. You got to go ahead and admit. We don't wear our heart on our sleeve, but at the same time, you got a heart, just like a woman has a heart. When you get out of a relationship and it don't go right for you, I don't care who you are hurt. You need to heal. That healing process may take for years. It may take a year. It may take 2 years. But you got to know thyself. Know thyself. Okay, so once you're done with that part, okay, this is where the fun stuff begins to happen. So you've basically healed yourself. Okay, you've said, okay, I take responsibility for all the relationships that I have been in. All right, and I want to attract this soulmate into my life. I take responsibility. Just go ahead and say it was your fault. For all the guys and stuff that you don't have no more in your life, yeah, they might have did you wrong. They might have cheated on you, whatever the case may be. But everything led up to that conclusion of why that relationship didn't work out. And 50% chance it had to do with you too. So you got to be able to say, you know what, it was my fault. I'm sorry. I was the victim. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? All right. So that's what you said. That's what you got to do. And then once you do that, and once you come to that realization, then you begin to attract people into your life that is just like you. They for you. All right. They are for you, not against you, because you healed yourself. You're going to attract people into your life that love themselves. Why? Because you love yourself. All right. And they usually going to be your soulmates. Now, this is the fun stuff right here when it comes down to attracting a soulmate. Once you get to this phase on your attracting a soulmate journey after the reconstruction and all that has happened, and you just, you expecting like somebody come in your life. Once you get to this point, you can be as creative as you want. Some of y'all got a particular preference as to like what you want your man to look like. I want him to be dark skinned, like Omar Epps. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be like Morris Chestnut. Some of y'all fellas out there, I want a girl that look like Kylie Jenner, like Travis Scott got. I want her to have long black hair. I want her to be business minded, blah blah blah. Okay, come back to the conclusion. Listen, what you got to do is you got to be very creative mentally as to like what you want your girl to look like. Okay, you got to be very creative as to what you want your husband to be like. In your mind, you got to be daydreaming about this. You got to be thinking about this all the time in your mind. Somebody please turn on the AC because it's about to get hot right now. It's actually starting to rain out here, so the universe is cooling me down. Give this video a thumbs up if you're feeling and it's resonating with you. Make sure you subscribe to this channel to get more videos like this as soon as Trend upload. Star Seeds living in a star seed world. Where they do that at? They do it right here on the famous Living Rim Network. So when you get to this process of, when you get to the part in the process of where you have to manifest this soulmate, you got to think about the type of person that you want to come in your life. What do they look like? What are their hair colors going to be like? What type of occupation do you want them to be? You know what I mean? All of this is possible in this universe. In your YO universe, you can literally do all of this. You think about how you want your man to be. What do you want him to do? And you constantly just meditate on it day by day by day by day. Now, you already know how to attract things into your life. You do not force it. Okay? You do not try to hop in the next relationship that somebody try to come in, girl, give me that number. Give me that number right now. Oh, yeah, I found Johnny. I found him. I found him, girl. I got one. You don't, it don't work like that, okay? It's a natural flow of divine power, okay? It's divine power that you have to be in expectation towards in order to manifest the soulmate. You got to let the universe do its part. And listen, you probably say to yourself, well, how I know it's going to be the soulmate? Listen, a soulmate is undeniable. When you have a soulmate come into your life, you will know them by their colors and their fruits that they bear. You will know that this is somebody you will marry. Like, you will know it like off the gate. Like, you don't even have to like determine whether or not this person will be for you again. The person will be for you. They'll talk your language. They'll speak your talk, and they will look and walk your walk. They will stand before your cause. They will love you for no reason, and you will love them for no reason. And that's how you know that's your soulmate. And it just be like that. That's the way it is when you're having a soulmate. And that's how you attract a husband or a wife. Okay, so if some of y'all understood that, I'm hoping that you with me. Star seeds living in a star seed world. I hope that you understood that. I'm Trenius Henderson. I am your life coach. Listen, if you ain't got no session with me, you slipping. All right, you slipping. And I'm about to be slipping in a minute because this rain is falling down out here. I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. Famous Living Realm Network. Make sure you subscribe to my channel by clicking my face icon right there. And hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload new videos like these two videos right here. Peace. Hey, y'all probably like, why Trent got on two watches? One digital, one analog. All right, peace out, man. I'll holler at y'all later, man.